How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today I get to speak with Brian Harrington. This is someone that's been in the crypto space for a long time, specifically looking at Bitcoin way back in 2015. He's really devoted a lot of his capital and a lot of his time to Bitcoin. So we're going to ask him about Bitcoin. I'm going to split this into a couple different videos. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this one. I'll also leave a link to Brian in case you want to go follow him. He definitely should have more subscribers. There's also a link down there to Margex in case you want to trade cryptocurrency. You don't need a VPN on Margex, so anyone's welcome to go try it out. Of course, always read their terms and conditions. There's also a link down there to HGAlgo in case you want to have some help with your trading or your dollar cost averaging. We have bullish momentum and bearish momentum indicators. And we also have dollar cost average indicators too, which tell you when it might be a good time to dollar cost average into the market. So definitely check this out underneath the video as well. How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. I have with me Brian Harrington. Brian, thanks so much for coming on today.
What's up, guys? Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Okay, so I'm going to get right into it. I saw you posted a video today. 0.01 Bitcoin is better than 0.18 Ethereum. Can you explain what that video is about? I didn't get a chance to watch it yet.
Yeah, so 0.01 Bitcoin is about $500. When you do 0.01 Bitcoin, what's that price in, or what's the price of that much Ethereum? It's 0.18. And for me, I'm just taking those numbers because it's an easy number to like wrap your head around. Like you have $500, you're sitting here on YouTube, you're researching cryptocurrency, and you're just, which is better? Like that's just the Bitcoin and Ethereum are right there at the top of CoinMarketCap. Which one is better? And something that I realized, like, honestly, like I've been thankful to talk to you like over the years just about YouTube and how cryptocurrency information like spreads on YouTube in general. And I realized like I've been watching videos on this stuff for a long time. Like I've been watching videos about Bitcoin and about cryptocurrency on YouTube for 10 years. And so kind of what I've tried to do over this past little bit is make the video that like I had wanted to see when I first searched it. And so the video is about just if you have $500, what should you be thinking about? What questions should you be asking yourself to make the decision between Bitcoin and Ethereum?
Yeah. So what was your conclusion? Why did you pick Bitcoin over Ethereum at this point?
Yeah, so, and I specifically say this in the video, like I'm trying to give things a really fair shake. And I specifically said this in the video that this is not like typical altcoin bashing. Like it's not typical altcoin bashing. Truly, it's taken me like years to come up with what I think in the video. And it's this: if you have a specific thesis for why you're picking Ethereum over Bitcoin, or if you have a specific like investment reason, then terrific. But if you don't, if you don't have any opinions about the competing L1s or how Ethereum L2s detract from the value of the ETH token itself, if you don't have opinions about that, or if you don't understand what I was just saying right there, then 0.01 Bitcoin is the choice, because the narrative around Bitcoin and the product market fit of Bitcoin is more of a slam dunk. And that's true. That's true. Understanding Ethereum is harder than understanding Bitcoin. And so that's what I'm telling people is like, if you have a reason and you've watched enough videos, then terrific. Then the video is not for you. But if you don't, and you need advice on what questions to ask, then the video tells you what questions to ask. Or if you don't feel like asking them, it explains why Bitcoin's better.
Sure. Okay, cool. I'll have to check it out, the longer version after this, but I agree with you. It's really hard to understand how layer twos impact Ethereum's price. There's just a lot going on there. Now, kind of moving away from Ethereum, just back to Bitcoin. I've made some videos in the past, like how much Bitcoin is enough, how much Bitcoin you need, how much you need to retire. We're going to go through some of those, but like if someone were to ask you how much Bitcoin is enough, I'm just buying now. Do I have enough? What would you say to him?
Yeah, so I would say so the video, 0.21 is kind of this goal that I have in my head of 0.21 Bitcoin. Cause again, it's right around that $10,000-ish dollars. I like that it's a number that people can hold in their head of that's a great, emergency fund. It's a great amount of money. Everyone's situation is different for sure, but it's a great thing that makes you feel good, and you can hold it, and you can kind of envision a vacation around it. You can kind of envision an emergency fund around it, but it's not necessarily kind of a life-changing amount for a lot of people. And what I try to relay is that 0.21 is a life-changing amount of Bitcoin. Like if you're already here on YouTube watching cryptocurrency videos, watching Bitcoin videos, what you truly need to understand is 0.21 Bitcoin like is a significant amount of Bitcoin in the grand scheme of things. So if you're there, you should feel good. And then when you dial down of like if you have just been like dollar cost averaging, just kind of getting going, and you're sitting at like 0.05 and you just feel like this is nothing. Like this is nothing. I just watch like all these people on YouTube all the time, and like I watch the people on CNBC and all this stuff, and this just feels like nothing. Like I'm never gonna get like one full Bitcoin. You can even from that position kind of just re-examine everything. And you can ask yourself the deeper questions of like, what is money? Like, why is this interesting? Why is it not going away? And 0.05 is a step like on that journey. Like it does take kind of getting some amount under your belt to incentivize the further research and incentivize the further, looking into it. But then I also, inside these discussions of like, do I have enough? I do. I am the guy that completely just like swipes the question to the side, and I'm like, but is it replacing dollars in your life? And I just jump straight there, and I'm just like, dude, look, Bitcoin is better money than dollars. And that is a very, very interesting thing that the world is still coming to grips with. And so you having 0.05 Bitcoin, the bigger thing you need to ask yourself is this a stock? Like, is this a stock in my life that just is what it is and I'm flipping it for more dollars? Or am I like semi-interested in this broader thing that's happening of money having like a technology upgrade in the world?
Sure. I think maybe sometimes you start a conversation with someone that's maybe newer to crypto and they say, well, should I buy $100 of Bitcoin? Is that enough to even start? Should I even pay attention to it? And then someone like you might say, oh, well, it's a better version of the dollar or better than the dollar. Then
Yeah.
Sometimes people roll back and they're like, okay, well, maybe I don't understand that enough. Like, why is it better than the dollar? If we roll back to there, why is Bitcoin better than the dollar? Why should I put anything into Bitcoin?
Yeah. So simply put, like it's not controlled by a small group of people. Like the dollar is controlled by a small group of people. The price, like the lending rate price of, and this is weird, like of money having a price, right? Like money is supposed to be the thing that prices other things. Money has a price, and there's a small group of centralized people based on politics that choose the price of dollars. And for us working our entire life and investing in assets that are priced in dollars and affected by dollar lending rates, that's frustrating. Like that's super frustrating that our parents and our grandparents and us grew up working for this thing that supposedly holds value, but it doesn't hold value. It leaks value, and it leaks value. Bitcoin, because of its fixed supply, is a brand new way of thinking about money. And so that is going to cause lots of differences in the world that we're still finding out. Like we're still finding out. It's definitely a bet, right? Like I'm very much in the camp of it's better for the world, but we can definitely agree on the world would operate differently than it does today.
Yeah.